Hamburger is a staple of American cuisine. This segment, though, is not about how to make the hamburger, it is about how to eat an hamburger. I finally learned how to. I asked John Hutlis with Dinker's restaurant here in Omaha to show us all hamburger eating manners, the wonders of food. Thank you, John, for being here today.
No problem.
What makes a good hamburger?
Good hamburger, in my opinion, is the fat content. You want an equal, well, not an equal, but you want a nice high fat content that equals flavor. When you're going with beef, it can tend to be a little dry if you don't have a lot of flavor added to it. When you put a lot of fat in there, it equals flavor, and you get a great burger.
Do you add fat or you don't trim the beef?
You get it, it's already in the hamburger, and we just hand patty it and make the patty.
Okay, so you get the ground beef actually, you'll get it ground.
Bag.
Okay.
They cut the fat to meat ratio there, and that's where the magic starts.
All right, since we're talking about the beef quality and meat, my husband and I, we went to school in New Mexico. And when we decided to move to Omaha, we heard a lot about corn and beef.
Yes.
Can you tell me, is it really that good?
I prefer corn-fed beef. We get local raised cattle. The cows are within a 100-mile radius of us, fresh every day, and I think that makes a huge difference.
Okay, so it is 100% Nebraska hamburger.
Nebraska beef.
Nebraska beef. How about the bread?
Bread we get locally also from Rotella's Bakery, which is a local bakery. You can buy it at any grocery store here, and we get it sent direct to us from the bakery, baked fresh daily.
Okay. And how many years have you been working here at the restaurant, John?
I've been here since I was born. My mother is Dinker's daughter. I off and on as a teenager, and then about 14 years ago I started working full-time.
And can you tell us a little bit about the origin of your family, your mom's family?
My grandfather, Dinker, he initially would come down here as a customer 55 years ago. And he worked at a local brewery where they brought the beer right here. And after coming here, he decided, I would rather be the guy that owns that, where people come to celebrate when they're done with work. And a few months later, he saved every penny he could, and he started what's now Dinker's.
And Grandpa was he born here in the United States?
No, I believe they were both born in Poland as young children.
Grandma, Grandpa, right?
They moved here. My grandmother's family still lives in Ewing, Nebraska, where they own the local bar there. Seems to be a Polish tradition.
Polish people are very smart. I've noticed that. I've noticed that. That is nice. And Grandma is still around,
yes,
right?
Yes, Grandma still lives right next door.
How old is she?
She's pushing 90.
Good for her.
She still goes out and shovels her driveway and does all her stuff, and we try to help, and she shoos us away.
Does she come over at the restaurant?
Yes.
She does.
Still comes and eats, and her and her sisters will come have a pitcher of beer every now and again, which is always great to see.
Does she ever criticize you? No, it's not well done.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not as clean as it can be, Grandma's letting you know that it's not as clean as it can be.
All right. And John, you are the grandson of Dinker's, right?
Now my cousin owns it right now. Her father ran it for the last 20 years.
Okay.
My grandfather ran it before that, and we pretty much didn't change a thing. Just keep it the way it's going.
Right.
We've added some new TVs, and that's about it.
Right, this is how Grandpa wanted, and you're preserving it. Good for you. I read in the history that it started just like a bar place, right? When did you start food, and why did you start adding food?
When they started about 40 years ago, they had one little skillet, and the neighbor lady would cook burgers for the guys who got off at the packing house or at the brewery, and it escalated into hundreds of pounds a day worth of hamburger.
Yeah. All right, John. Thank you. Oh.
Now this is going to be a first for me as well. I've never ate the triple.
Okay.
I will also take the single, guys.
Yes. So this is the triple hamburger. Now, John, this is my first time for me.
Yes.
First time for me. And I'm going to wait for the regular one to show me how to, because I don't think I can eat this one.
This one, there's really no proper way. You're going to get messy no matter what.
Well, you have to cut it, right?
I think I have a game plan in mind. I've seen a lot of people tackle these.
No way.
Your single cheeseburger with the works, It's got lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and onions.
Okay.
One of my personal favorites with the works.
Yes. And this one?
This one has everything. Raw onions, grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bacon, 3 slices of cheese, and a doctor's permission note with it.
Well, I doubt that, but I mean, we can make an exception, right? Okay, so how do you eat this?
Now,
Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm asking you. I don't know how to eat. Then my kids, both of them are born here in the United States. They showed me a way that I don't know how to eat the hamburger. And then I talked to a photographer at the station, and he said, you eat it upside down. Now you show me your way.
my favorite technique, you always want to give it a little smash so everything gets put together there. You always take your stance, elbows out. My personal, and I liked your kid's idea, keep the pinky behind in case anything pushes out. With our burgers, there's no simple, you just got to open up wide and get after it.
Good.
Then your children,
They're right?
they're right.
Okay.
I held in with the pinky there. So I
Yes,
now
let me grab a
have a
napkin for
new
you.
technique.
Here we go. All right.
It did have it right there.
Okay. Do you add any spice in there, John? Any spice, any pepper, any?
Do not season our burgers.
Okay.
What we do is each morning we cook about 100 to 200 pounds of bacon on our flat top, which in turn gives it a perfect seasoning for the rest of the day.
So that's it. It's there, and then you just start cooking on that. All right. And
This one here, I'm trying to still get a game plan.
yeah, you tell me. This is.
But like I said, I learned something. I've always been a pinky up guy. And I find myself having to push the back of the burger back in.
Because that is my problem. When I eat a hamburger, at the end, I always have either just the bread without any
Half of your hamburger fell
exactly,
off
or
the back
sliding and dripping. And
So I think you phrased them well.
well, I would like to claim the credit, but I don't think it's me.
Now
Yeah.
this one's going to be a whole nother ball game. Nope, we'll give it a shot.
All right. Let's see. And so there are 3 patties here. Cheese.
Yes. And each of our patties are about a half a pound. So when someone orders this, they're getting a good 2 to 2.5 pounds of food.
And the meal comes with something else as well,
You're
not
also
just
gonna get
this.
potato chips, and pickles, and the goods on the side. Well.
Yeah, but the doctor's not going to have a problem. Yes.
Now, Guy Fieri on the Food Network showed me a good technique, and it's always
All right.
give it a good smash. Which these, as you see the juice flow,
Thank you.
elbows out.
Elbows out.
See, and I was always a pinkies out guy. I'm now a new firm believer. You just got to get in there. You just got to get after this one.
All right.
Double biter.
How does it taste?
Actually, that is amazing. There's cheese all throughout. There's bacon on top. Get a little bit of healthy there too.
Yeah,
take care of it.
a little lettuce there, right?
Sign of good burger.
All right. Well,
When you're wearing it, you know it's good.
yeah. John, I'll let you finish what you're munching. That's okay.
That's about equivalent to a full burger right there.
Oh, that's a good. I saw this dripping there. Is that a good sign that it's a good burger?
That is an excellent sign of a good burger.
Oh, okay. And how do you know when a burger is ready to be served? Do you have a time, or now it's just experience?
That's technique and time, yes. After so many, it just comes naturally.
Yeah.
But I like to tell my guys in the beginning, there's a feel for it. If a burger's real tight, that means it's too done. You've cooked the juice out of it. See, the juice was not cooked out of there.
So that is a good.
That is a good sign.
Now, John, I see that you serve both hamburgers came with a knife just in the middle and stuck there. What can you
We
do?
pile them high. here. But there's a lot of stuff on there. To keep a balanced burger all the way to the table, we've learned over the years. And it also gives a burger a very intimidating look.
Yes. How about silverware?
If they ask for a fork, we'll give them a fork. We used to give a roll of silverware. It just made more sense to put it all in one.
Just that, and French fries or chips. You don't really need the silverware. Okay. Now, the last question that I have is that in some places that I've been, there's a lot of ingredients. Eggs, pickles, tomatoes. Doesn't it compromise the flavor of the hamburger?
People who have been eating here for 30, 40 years who just get a cheeseburger. Just cheese, burger, bun. And they swear by it. They say it's the best.
Yeah.
I personally like a little more on my burger. I've ate just our cheeseburger and it really is delicious, but I like a little more.
Yeah. But when I saw one with an egg in it, and pickles, and this and that, I'm like, oh, I don't really know. You know, it doesn't taste like a hamburger.
My personal favorite is our haystack, which has a farm fresh egg. The farm is 40 minutes from here. They hand deliver the eggs to us. Grilled ham and American cheese on a burger. It's heaven.
So you do have that. Oh my goodness. See, that's
it's actually our #1 seller. We made the cover of the Omaha World Herald of our local newspaper once, and we went through, I want to say 40 dozen eggs that afternoon.
It's very popular, right? Yeah. Well, let me tell you, John, that was completely new to me when I came to the United States. Well, I mean, I grew up under communist Albania, so there was not much diversity in types of dishes that you may have there. But the size of the portion, exactly, of the meal, and then the hamburger. Now, you know what is something new here, John? Boxes.
You take it home. You don't do that.
No, no. Well, maybe nowadays they do, but at
That
first,
didn't happen.
when at first, and I wasn't done with. There was no way I was going to be done with my meal. And I remember it was down in New Mexico. It was enchilada, red enchilada. It was hot, and I couldn't finish. And she approached me and she said, "Do you need a box?" And I looked around and I said, "Oh, what is a box?" Yes. So
We go through a lot of things here.
a box, right? Yeah, well,
Especially when people order this. You see them ask for a box a lot.
yeah. So that's the box. And then you preserve it, right? You put this one here.
And when someone orders this to go, we can't fit it in one box. So we have to use 2 boxes.
How do you
The bun, all the toppings, and the bacon come in one. And then we have a small box that all 3 patties fit into perfect. That way they'll close.
All right. Okay. Well, John, it does look delicious, though. It looks big, but it does look delicious.
Yes, in my younger days, there would have been no problem.
No problem.
Now, I would have to go to the gym 18 times just to counter that one burger.
Well, that's another question. How can you resist with so much food?
It's very hard.
Yeah.
I don't resist.
How about your family?
Oh no, we don't resist.
No, you don't know, right? Okay.
No one trusts a skinny cook.
That's a good way. You have a reason. You have a reason. Well, thank you, John.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Very much. It was nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you.
Likewise.